Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Donna, issue 48 of Eagle Moss presents Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. I'm Brad M73, and this is probably going to be a long one, so we're going to jump right in. We're going to get started. We've got all of our pieces here. Hopefully we'll be able to make sense of it all. Let's see, starting off, we've got the dashboard here, and this is disconnected. This is disconnected. We've got these wires coming. Actually, I've already done this. I must have done. So let's see, step one is just kind of route these wires between these two red bits here, and then down in front and kind of behind the dash. And then we flip this over, and it looks like we run all of our wires kind of down the side here, like so. Take the cable, yeah. And then 43A is the big ribbon cable. And then, oh, it looks like this is where we actually attach. Oh, this is actually going really fast. Not. We haven't even gotten to the slow part yet. Whoops. So, we kind of want to flip this over and make sure, whoops. Yeah, there we go. We want to make sure that all of our lines line up. And so, or all of our posts, I'm sorry, the screw posts, not the lines. The lines line up. So now we've got some FP screws to put in. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, I have been putting this episode off for months. I've watched other people do it and literally lose their minds. No, not really. I am not really a fan whatsoever of cable management. Oh, great. Grunderful. Wait, where to? Was something actually supposed to go in these holes? What? Oh. I was like looking at this cable, I'm like, what in the world is this one from? Okay. Maybe I'll put these bottom ones in first, because I can see that one clearly. Though they don't really line up perfectly. And I think this one right here is where that's going to go. Yep. And I'm just going to use my large screwdriver just because it has more, I can get more torque and I can get a better grip on it. Actually, let's pick it up because I don't want to break anything. Kind of press this other side down here. Okay. And that's not too bad. And I know you can't really see what's going on here, but I'm just screwing this screw in, and then we got one more to do, and we'll be done. At least with this step. Not with the nightmare of installing all these other cables. Okay. All right, so we finally have this all fitted together. Looks super awesome. Okay, so now it says, let's see, we got to get 48B, which is this big bundle of wires here, which I'm going to guess is all of this. Oh my gosh. And we're going to have to kind of straighten each one out. Or, you know, because I don't want any major kinks in the wire. So we've got... Oh, and we've got to get this separator here, which is right here. And it's saying identify all of these different wires. So we've got 2 red ones. So we're going to have to pull those out. And it looks like each one of these kind of goes up into a hole and then down the other hole. Like this. So something like that. So let's just try to get all these done. So we've got 2 reds and then 2 whites. And I don't know. Pull wire through to close loop. It doesn't really say. Whoops. Yeah, see, I've already screwed it up. So I guess what I'm going to do, let's see. So it's got this upside down here. So let's do, so it's got this going in the spot, the second bottom hole. Okay. There. Identify the cables, match them to the holes. Check the orientation of 48A with the larger tab at one end. Pass the cable, okay. So I'm just going to try to hold this with that, since that for me might be a little bit easier. It doesn't really say, let's see, pass cable, then over, down to the other side, make sure 48A is positioned in the center. 48A is positioned in the center of the cable before pulling through. Okay, I see then. Wow. Okay, so basically it looks like we want to pull these up until, and then pull this, the other side back until the two sides are roughly, I'm hoping roughly, but about the same length. How's that? And I would say that's probably pretty good. One side slightly shorter, but worst case scenario is we have to, you know, straighten that out a little bit. Or at least equal out the sides. Okay. Man, this is kind of like sewing. But worse. Or maybe I should push. I'm thinking that, well, maybe I should pull all the wires through the first half first, and then make sure that they're all halfway, and then pull them all the way through. So maybe I'll do that instead. Okay. I think that'll be a lot easier. And maybe it won't. I don't know. So now we got to get two white wires. There's one. Let's just do that one. Okay. First four done. This is a nightmare. We truly were not joking. Okay. Next, ouch! We've got two black ones. Okay. And then the second black one. Oh man, I thought that one went right in. That one did go right in. Excellent. Two yellow ones, and then the brown one. And I'm gonna hope and pray that this is the worst part of this episode, because I'm gonna tell you what, guys, threading these bits is not so much fun. 2 yellows and a brown. Okay. Okay. So we've got all those straightened out. Repeat the process, previous steps, fitting the rest of the cable. Position, make sure 48A, which is the little piece of plastic, is positioned in the center of the cable before pulling it taut. Okay. So let's, I've got this little measuring thing down here. So the full cable length is about 29 to 30. So that would be about 15 or 115 centimeters or 150 millimeters. So about right there. Okay. So now I can start grabbing each one of these and pushing it back through. Okay. Uh-oh. I think we have to pull the brown one through a little bit more. All right. So that's finished, I hope. And so it's asking us all these other ones. Let's see here. So this is going to go like up here. All right. So we've got this. This is going to fit right here. And then we want all these to kind of go over here and down. Where does that go underneath? $48D. What is $48D? Oh. So we've got even more wires. Ugh. 48C and 48D kind of go up with them and around again. 48E is a double red wire. Oh my gosh. This is seriously a nightmare. Do those just pop into place, or how does this work? It almost looks like this just pops right in there. But see, back this way, these pairs aren't twisted. So we probably... See, these just go... Let's see, this goes down, past the ends of the cables down and under. So this should go like kind of down under here, right? And then just kind of come up. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to... Definitely gonna have to lengthen these. pull those through. How's that? Okay, that's much better. Okay, so the reds go there. And these, let's see, let's go, I think we need to undo this bundle here and kind of try to straighten each one of these wires out too. 2, 3. Okay, the black ones are the ones that were kind of iffy here. Okay. So these wires are going to kind of go down over here, I guess, somehow. Is that right? Yep. So these are kind of going to go over here by this. And then let's go ahead and twist this end off for right now. Like that. Okay. And I think I can go ahead and clip this in like that. Okay. So hopefully that'll make that a little bit easier to deal with. I'm just hoping I'm going to have enough storage space to do this whole thing. Okay, so this is a double yellow wire. I didn't think I had a double yellow. So we got 48C, 48D. What's 48C? This big fat wire? There's like a big, huge fat wire here. I don't... I guess maybe that is it. Okay. So we've got this wire here, which is actually 2 wires. And on the picture here, it clearly looks like 1. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should split this. Man, this is like super long too. I mean, yeah, I guess it's supposed to go all the way up and around. Okay. Okay, and that's the same length, so that would make sense. So these just kind of come up, go over, back under here. Now let's do... Not sure if it matters. This looks like it goes under here, okay? And across the front. Back like this. And then around there. And like up under here, I guess. So let's see here. How's that go? It sucks because they don't really show the other side of the steering wheel. They just kind of show it pulling these wires through this little hole down here. And not really exactly where this goes. Alright, I'm going to hook this up. Just kind of pull it up, hook it up under there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. let's just push this through the bottom there for right now. Okay, so yeah, it kind of goes... It looks like these kind of go in front of these little air conditioner holes, because I think that's where the door closes right there. So kind of there and right like this. And let's get this pushed through and just kind of wrap it around somehow so that it kind of pulls it tight. And once it stays there for a while, like, you know, there's kind of going to be a little bit of, I don't want to say muscle memory, but plastic memory. And kind of allow it to stay put together or stay in place a little bit better. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing over here. There. See, this one's not a wire. This big black thing, it's like a tube. This is so fail, you guys. Alright, so that's going to go under there. So is that all the wires on that side? Please say yes. Okay, so now we've got 48E, which is what? This is, I think this is 48, no. Oh, this is 48E here. It's basic, it looks like it's basically two wires that are split off at one end. So where does 48E go? So it goes up like this, branches off there, there, still there, still there. Okay, so 48E is going to connect down into the first two little holes on this piece. So let's go, I'm just going to push these in, because basically what I want to do right now is I want to get all of these, yeah, there we go. I want to get these wires, all these wires in place so that I can zip tie them. And the zip tie is going to go like right in here somewhere. So this is going to go here. And I'm trying to think if I have anything that could work as a zip tie momentarily. Like I've got a, Like I'm not even sure if I have any like bread ties or anything. Let's see here. So this is all going to go kind of together. And I think it would probably just be best if I bundled all of this up like this. And right about where my finger is, I think is where the zip tie is roughly going to go. Well, actually, it looks like they want to put it higher up here. Alright, so I think that's okay. So kind of right in this area. Okay. So I'm kind of skipping back and forth here because it's such a mess. Okay, so what was 48B? 48B was... Okay, so this other big cable is going to go down here. Wait. So that goes over, this goes under. We put all those together. 48B is going to go down there. That zip ties there. This is kind of showing how everything's going to go. 48B we already have put in there. Okay, so 48F. Now this one, okay, this one is the 4-piece wire, I think. Well, we have 2 of them. One being longer than the other. I really hope issue 49 is not nearly this bad. Okay, 48F is the shorter one. So 48F is going to come up kind of from the middle here. And it's probably going to plug into, again, these pieces. So 48, I'm just checking 48F. Okay, so we can kind of separate these out, and it's going to go right down in the top. I'm going to do the middle one. Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4 of them. Ugh. Okay, so there's going to be 1. All right, is that going in? Let's see kind of why. Okay, we're gonna hopefully that's this is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm trying to get it in this hole right here. And I'm wondering if maybe I need to put a drop of super glue on it. Okay, that's not going to work. I think I'm going to have to go back to the first wire and just put a little tiny drop of super glue on it. Let's see, let's do... Oh, and I hope my super... Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. When in doubt, super glue. Okay. Now that's never going to ever move. So you got to make sure that that's the one you want. Okay. Next up is we've got to put 2 more of these cables into, there's basically 3 holes here. So 1, 2, and 3. So we got to put them in the first 2 and then another one over here. So let's see if we can hopefully get this done a little bit more quickly. Okay, that one went right in. As did that one, and then as did that one. Nope. Spoke too soon. I think we might need some more super glue on this end too. Oh, it's not going in there for nothing because the hole's just not big enough. The hole's just not big enough. Now let's try. No, I don't think that's going in either. So let's get a dab of super glue again. And we're just going to kind of hold it here for a second. Okay, so while that's kind of setting, so you got 48E right there, 48F, that'll go down with the other ones, and get the super glue cap on that. And hopefully we're still recording. 41 minutes. 48F, 48F. 48F. Okay, so I think what we have to do now is kind of stretch these out. These will all go down here. All right. And under. I'm hoping. Yeah, they kind of go snake back inside here. Let's see if I can. There we go. Pull those through. All right. So that's going to go down there. Then all of these guys, which should kind of all go together over here like this, are all going to go right down here as well, and then there's going to be a zip tie in there. So the next zip tie, let's see if we can get this zipped. Oh gosh, this zip tie came kind of undone, so we're gonna move him up here. This zip tie is gonna be back in here like this, is that right? Looks like so. Kind of like that. And then I guess kind of down here, we'll twist all this together. And then kind of shove this all back in here too. If I could just get one wire. Aha, there we go. I just want to kind of pull that down and through. What a mess. What a mess of wires this is. Okay. And that kind of goes right down in here. I'm just going to bend these wires down. Oh my gosh, this is an absolute nightmare. Absolutely. I wish I had some electrical tape. That way I could kind of tape these wires down in here and it might go a little bit more smoothly. See, like that's just, if I can pull that kind of tight. I thought I had some, oh, whoosh, right here, electrical tape. Right when I needed it. So I'm just going to get an inch. I don't want to chop my finger off. And we're just going to tape those wires down right there. Inside, you'll never see this. And then that big black wire is going to stay pretty much in place. And then we've got this big black wire. Oh no. Oh no. Can I get this? Great. So the big thick black wire popped out of the, let's see if I can, I'm just pushing this toothpick in because I'm going to try to release the little clip here on the zip tie, effectively unzipping it. A little bit at least. If I can just get enough room in there. There. If we can just get enough room to fit this tube through, we are good. There we go. Perfect. All right, so perfect. Pull that tight. Move that up there. And we're pretty good shape here, I think. Okay. This goes back through here. Like this. Is that right? So I'm kind of just looking around. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to use another piece of electrical tape to hold the big black wire in place. Or black tube. It's not a wire. It's a... Well, I guess none of these are technically wires because none of them actually have copper inside them, but okay, so that's holding that down. And then I'll clip these long pieces off. Like once I know all the wires are in place, how I want them, we'll clip them. Okay, we still recording here? Jeez. Like knocking on wood that we have enough space. So that's done, that's good. 48H. Which I think is the long one. Is that the long one? Yeah, 48H is this guy. Oh my gosh. So this is 4 more of these. And this one's going to go kind of right down by the steering wheel, it looks like. But again, we have we've got to put those all right in here. 48H, yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna super glue this again. This one clearly feels okay. It's going in the hole. Like that. And then let's see. Let's take a quick break. I want to check on my space on my recorder, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's several days later, and I guess I need to figure out where I'm at. So let's see. We've got the no, we don't have these red wires coming up through here just yet. Okay, here those are. Oh, that's right. I think what I was trying to do here is I was trying to, let's see, pass 48 underneath the dashboard and out the back. Okay, this is 48. And I think what I was trying to do is connect all these little red wires into the top of this, whatever that thing is, that we actually have to do here. And so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do here. So let's continue with that. So I'm definitely doing things way out of order here, but it just has to be done this way. And so the remaining 3 of these wires, let's see, this is going to get passed kind of down here like this. And then we've got each of these 3 wires going into those 3 holes right there. So if I don't cut this, and if I don't cut it properly, we're going to have a big mess of wires on our hands. I think I'm going to cut it right about here. Where's my, I'll just use my sprue cutters, since those should be more than adequate. There we go. Oh no, I shouldn't have cut it. No, I'm just kidding. That would definitely not be good though. Okay, so those will go right in the holes there. All right. So I'm just going to take a little bit of super glue here. Make sure. Did we dry up again? Jiminy. Let's see if that got some. Nope. That's what I get for leaving my super glue out with the cap off. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put like a small dab of super glue on the end, and then we're going to feed it into the hole here, and it should set pretty quick. And then, you know, when we do that, we'll just route the red wire down and underneath the dash, and that'll be all we need to do. Okay, so that, oh no. Okay, I guess I didn't. Okay, now I can actually see the super glue on the end there. Ooh, and I felt it go in the hole that time. Okay, shh, shh, don't. Terrible joke, Brad. Middle hole here, and you can kind of feel it go in just a little bit and up, and then pop back out like that. Oh, great. I guess I should kind of like look more at what I'm doing, huh? Now it's not even. I guess I need to kind of set or make this hole bigger. And I'm just trying to get some super glue onto the tip of the screw or toothpick. There we go. And it's very difficult really to see what the heck I'm doing here. Just trying to kind of hold that center wire in place long enough for it to set, which I think it just did. We've got this last wire. Yeah, looks like it's set. Got the last wire here. It didn't set. Daggone it. Okay, this is driving me absolutely nuts. But this is the kind of thing that you deal with when you're, you know, building these kind of models. is sometimes things just do not want to cooperate. And for some reason, I can't fit that wire down into the hole. I was kind of hoping that if I could get this third wire in place, that the middle one would just kind of stay there and behave. Okay, that one I definitely felt go in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of put a bit of super glue. That's a lot of super glue, but just pop those on the holes there, and then I'm gonna dab away the excess. Okay. Next, so now what we have to do doesn't really show the red. Okay, the red wires are kind of going over top right here. Like that. And then there's also a zip tie there. So I guess we'll have to get one of these out. And it basically looks like it just kind of goes up and under. Like this. And then this gets pulled down, kind of like doesn't really show. Well, I guess it kind of gets pulled down right there. And then where does it come out at? So those four wires come out that way. Okay, so it just comes out. It goes kind of like up under the, like up where the gas pedal is. Right there. And I'll just pull this up inside here for right now, like that. And so that's kind of what it looks like from the front. So I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what we've got to do. Okay, next is this final bundle of wires. What is this thing from? Oh, that's from the Millennium Falcon. So next we have a bunch of wires here. We've got, let's see, past the cable. So this will go, I'll do this at the end because I always want to make sure that all my wires line up. Okay, so then the four, so it goes red, yellow, red, blue, and it looks like these fit kind of up underneath here. Red, yellow, red, blue. Gosh, I need a flashlight now. Oh wait, I think I might have one. Does it have batteries in it? It probably doesn't. Feels empty. Well, it does have batteries in it, but They probably need to be recharged. All right, well, never mind about that then. Okay, there's blue. Now this is kind of where I think it would have been way easier to send these wires in a previous issue when we first put this, attached this thing onto the top, because there's no way in heck I'm getting that off now. Absolutely no way. I need something to really kind of kick this thing up here so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, see, they don't even really go underneath there. It doesn't look like. And if they do, it's not very far. Okay, so there's red. And yellow. Then red again. I don't know how. I cannot wait for this issue. I think the next issue is still more cable management, but it's not going to be quite so crazy. I hope. Okay, red again. Actually, that one did kind of slip up underneath there. And then the dark blue here. And I'm very sorry if my hand is kind of in the way here, but okay, so those are all there. I'm just gonna see if I can dab off any excess glue that's kind of sticking around. Haha, stick. Okay, and then red, yellow, red, blue again. For the other side, red, yellow. Unfortunately, these wires are red, yellow, red, blue, and then there's an additional red wire. Oh, okay, so there is additional red wire. Okay, not a problem. So that will kind of peel off there. Wait, so yeah. Make sure you're getting the right wire here. I almost need to go get my other studio light to light from this side so that I can really see a lot better what I'm doing, because it's pretty hard to see. My eyes aren't as young. And boy, I remember when I was a kid and I used to, you know, play around the house at night, or when we would go up to our cabin, you know, and I'd play around with my cousins or my friends, and just how well I could see at night. And anymore, it's just not the case. Alright, so I'm going to dab the glue there. Okay. Red, yellow, red, blue. This is going a lot easier. I think this is the last part. Uh-oh, I just pulled... Wait, I felt like I just pulled something out there. No, wrong hole. Okay, that time we got it. Though it's kind of getting messy there with the excess super glue. And last but not, well, second to last, wait a second. Ugh. Great, and now the red wire just came undone. I just cannot. This black and yellow wire is definitely infuriating me as well. And I cannot see here where this blue... I think the blue wire is supposed to go right there. Yep. Finally! Alright. Alright, and then last, there's a little hole right here, and that's where this red wire goes in. So we'll put a dab of super glue there. And I'm just going to kind of hold it right there for a second for the wire to set and the glue to set. And then where does this wire go? Oh, and then we also have to connect these two little red wires up into the top here. Ugh. So, alright, so those are pretty much there. These are going to go down here and up under there like so. And let's see, the last zip tie is basically going to go up or under. Ah. Okay, well, I'm back. I've got some bad news. I ran I ran out of recording space, so I think I didn't get the last bits of putting in the wires up here, and then strapping them all down, and then possibly installing the red wires up here. I don't know if I can get. Hopefully, I can get a closer look at that. But yeah, everything else is installed, and I'm really sorry about that. These parts weren't too bad. I just put a little dab of super glue on each wire and kind of just shoved it up under there. Seems to be working fine. Did kind of the same thing here with these wires, and I don't think they're ever going to go anywhere. So yeah, that's going to be the end, thank gosh, of issue 48. Let's zoom back out here. There we go. Let's see, what is that? Oh, this is all the stuff in issue 48. In issue 49, it looks like we have more wiring. They have like these little connectors on them, so I don't know what that's all about. There's also not sure what these pieces are, maybe to like hold wires in place. Then it looks like the belt buckles for the seats. So yeah, hopefully we'll get on to that pretty soon, but I got to get busy and edit 48 so I can get it up for you guys because it's been way too long. Issue 48, I never want to see that ever again. That was indeed fairly torturous. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me, making it through it. Hopefully you've gone the full 5 hours. Actually, I'm not even sure how long this episode's going to be, but it's not going to be 5 hours. It sure felt like it, though. And then we'll be back. Let's see, I got issue 49. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so we've just got a bunch more wires, some big black cables with like little plastic connectors on them. I don't know what those are. More zip ties, just all kinds of fun stuff. Oh yeah, there's the little seat belt bits there. So I'm going to get to this very, very soon. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. This has been the Eagle Moss Presents Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. And I'm Brad M73. Bye for now.